A few months ago, I made this video where I explained how to use Imgur to upload images from the front end of your application with JavaScript. And I received this comment asking me about how to upload images with the backend of your application with Node.js and Express. So today we'll be doing exactly that. Let's jump into it and stick to the end because I have a surprise for you there. Hey everyone, this is Sam and I'd like to apologize for the lack of upload. I had several inconveniences that prohibited me from filming. Not to say that I solved all of them right now, but yeah, I got some time here and there to work on this video. Also, I'm working on some projects, not to hype them up, but I had a lot of fun working on them, and I hope you'll like them in the near future too. I scrapped the photo network project for all the 40 or 50 people who watched it because it doesn't fit in the direction I like this channel to follow, which is APIs, SDKs, libraries, and integration, and all of that. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about why would you use Imgur with Node. So the reasoning. Well, first, safety and security, because when you use it on the front end, as we did the last time, you'll be exposing your token, your client ID, your secret, or any of these type of credentials. So if you use it on the back end, your application will be safe. Also, that you can host your image locally on the server and then upload them later on to Imgur manually or tomorrow or something like that, because Imgur doesn't allow you to upload that much images per day with your token. They have like some limits, some caps, and something like that. And finally, the flexibility, because these are two different approaches to the same problem, which is how to get images from your user. By the way, these arguments are valid for any programming language, whether it's Python or Ruby or PHP or whatever. Uh, but for the sake of this video, we'll be working with Node and Express because that's what the guy asked me last time. Now the steps, they're as straightforward as you would think them. First we upload the image from the client to the server, then we send it to Imgur, then they send the payload to the user, and we delete the image from our local server. There are different approaches. This is the one that I like the most, and there are several problems with this approach when you do them, but I will show you how to solve all of them. Let's start with the first problem, which is that Express doesn't parse files when you send them with the form data, like what we did last time. That's why the guy saw an empty object in the request. You need an npm dependency called multer. Deals with the files in the request and all of that. But you don't need to know much about multer because I'll be explaining everything as I do it. Also, Node.js doesn't have form data and fetch APIs. These are like limited only for browsers, and you need to install other npm dependencies, which are node fetch and form data, if you want to use the same method as we did the last time, which is something I don't recommend because Imgur actually have an npm package. It's easy to use and I'll be explaining in this video. So without further ado, let's jump into the code. Let's start our npm, and we need several packages. We need express, course, helmet, Morgan. These are the same dependencies that we'll be using in any Node.js and Express server. Like The helmet is for security and Morgan to monitor the requests. As we've been using multer, and we'll be needing imager. Okay, I think that's it. Also, we need for the development server, we need no daemon. It's the script for no daemon. And let's just start. Okay, so let's start with bringing express. Yeah, express, also course. Like all the middleware is course and helmet. And Morgan. And let's bring in imager. And let's bring in multer. Okay, let's start the app. What was that? And let's add course to it. JSON. We add the helmet. Also we'll be needing file system. I forgot. I'll explain to that later on why would you need that. Also, we'll be needing URL encoded. I think this one's true. Yeah, it's true. We'll be needing Morgan. Just to see the tiny request. And let's start the port. The port 3000 or so. Yeah, 3000 is nice. And let's fire the server. let's start the server. Oh, why is this error? Okay, so it's running on 3200. I have something on that port. Let's clear that up. Do it again. Perfect. Now let's set up the multer storage. So I need the storage. Also I need path. Okay, so const storage equals multer dot disk storage. The destination is a folder called uploads, and the file name why are these is a function that takes in I forgot the comma. Oh my god, forgot the comma. That takes this file name, takes in the request, the file itself, and a callback, and it spits out the callback of this one is null. There is errors, and the file name, which is going to be the file that we entered dot field name, maybe a dash. You don't have to follow this step right now, but I want the file to be called the field name on the request, and then a dash, and then the timestamp of now. But just make sure you end it with the extension name. Okay. Oh, got a plus. Okay. Sorry, it's my 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 god. It's 2 points. Okay, so I had an error. I don't know what was the error exactly. I'm just restarted the computer and it worked fine. I think I had some old live servers working and I didn't figure out them. So now it should be fine. So where was yeah, so I just set it up multer. It should create the upload folder if I run the server. And yeah, this is the upload folder, as you can see it right here. Okay, now everything is set and done. We need to set the API. Let's just check if everything it is correct. Well, let's try with let's see if we can get a request to the main the main route, and this one is simply just going to say hi or something, hello world. message will be hello world. Okay. Okay, so if we start the browser and go to the go to the server on port 3000. Yeah, exactly. And this is what we get when we added Morgan. We get a log of the requests that we have. However, when we upload the file, we should use a post request because we'll be sending data. So slash uploads. And this is an asynchronous function. Okay, so let's get the let's get the file. Let's get the file. Yeah. So const file equal request dot files 0. This after it got uploaded to multer. Oh yeah, I forgot the dash at the end. So and let's try and catch. Let's the console and log the error, and also send the status. This will tell it that it uh, will tell the user that we have an error in the server when something goes wrong. Okay, so let's get the URL from imgur. Ah, so it's upload file. Yeah. So what's the file? The file is uploads and then the file dot file name, and let's send the response to the user. URL is URL dot data dot link, and let's delete the file from our server. That's why we used it's actually the same. Okay. Good, this should work. And let's try to send something with Postman. An empty request to localhost on port 3000, and it's on the uploads. What do we need to send? We just send from the form data image. Oh yeah, it's a file. And so it's a post actually, and there is an error. Oh, because I didn't include the middleware of multer itself. Let's use any method for now. This that whoop, bingo. This is our image. Okay, so I can go on and create a client, but by now it's going to be boring because I'll be doing the same work that I did last time, except change the like sending the request from Imgur to sending the request to our server. So yeah, I guess we're good for now. And as you can see, it uploads the image and then it deleted it. I've seen you made it this far in this video, and I'm glad you did that. But don't click over yet, because as a reward I have a comprehensive and beautifully designed Imgur guide on how to use Imgur with JavaScript. You can grab your copy down the link in the description for the little price of your soul. I mean your email address. So I'll be talking about what you did in these two videos, also how to use Imgur CLI for all the shell script lovers out there, and also some suggestions about some projects you can do with Imgur. So yeah, and also click on the links down below to see me on the other social media. Don't forget to like, and you know the drill. And yeah, see you next time.